Minecraft. It's a game. Indeed, it's a game that appears that it's going to not have another official release until Minecon in November, about a month from now. And so, as a result, I think I am going to resume the Let's Play world. And so here we are, by one of the NPC villages that we recently visited. I have been trying to think about what I wanted to do in this Let's Play world, because I still think it is the case that after the full release at Minecon a month from now, I will start a new world again. But with a month, there's obviously a lot that we could do in the Let's Play world. And so I was trying to come up with what I wanted to do, kind of set some goals, and I came up with one goal that I think will be a pretty good goal. So you may recall that in the last episode of the Let's Play, this is tall enough that I can jump up and down on the table. That's kind of fun. Whee! Sorry, I'm getting distracted. In the last episode of the Let's Play, we had explored a stronghold that we had found by cheating, using Cartograph G to map the underground and locate a stronghold in the chunks that I had already visited. And so, this time, I think since there are 3 strongholds in the 1.8 maps, and I have some vague impressions about how they're related to one another, I think we should go exploring and try to find the other 2 without doing any more cheating. So, I think that'll be a good goal. Here is kind of the inventory that I have on my person right now. Oh yes, I don't have any armor on, you may notice, because I was doing some experimentation with the bow and arrow. And so, as you all know, so right now I have all my hearts. As you all know, we have the new bow and arrow in 1.8, and you can fire it at different strengths. And so if I just fire a little weak arrow, it doesn't go very high. It'll come back and hit me in the face and only hit me for half of a heart. If I hold it back longer, it'll go higher in the air. And then let's see if I can, oops, I missed. It doesn't always go straight up, and so it can be hard to kind of like run and get back under it. This one's all straight up. Okay, great. And so that one hit me for 1.5 hearts. And if you shoot it like all the way at full strength, you can get it even to where it hits you for, I forget if it's 4 or 5 hearts. I have all my food right now, and so I'm healing. I'm all the way healed back up. And so if I do it at kind of like its top thing, it goes all the way up into the sky, and then, I missed it. But I think it hits me for like 4 or 5 hearts. And so one thing that I was wondering, the sun is about to go down, I may have to go sleep in a bed, is whether or not the arrow impact, how much it hurts you, was based on the arrow's current velocity or based on how you fired it out of the bow. And so, yeah, it's getting a little dark. Let me go sleep for the night, and then I'll show you the little experiment that I ran in order to kind of do some testing. And the sun is just about to hit the horizon, so I should be able to sleep now. Now? How about now? Now? We've got some good music about to kick in as I'm about to go to sleep, so that's happy. There we go. All right. Once again, I was curious to know basically if the amount of damage that an arrow does to you is based on the arrow's current speed, or if it might be based on just how you fired it out of the bow. And so, as you may or may not recall, back in 1.7 that they added trapdoors. So I've got a trapdoor here, and you can fire an arrow into a trapdoor, and the arrow will stick, and then you can go and later hit the trapdoor, oops, and it will fall out. And so this gives us a way that we can fire arrows and then kind of drop them on our head later. And so, let's see. I have to be standing just far enough back. And so if I fire an arrow at full velocity into the trapdoor, and it gets stuck, and then it drops on my head, how much damage am I going to take? Well, let's find out. And the answer is it only hit me for half a heart because its current velocity was just the tiny bit of velocity it got from gravity just falling down there. And so I think that shows off the fact that arrows don't remember how hard they were originally shot, rather it's just based on their current velocity. And so it would also be interesting to, in like a multiplayer game, be firing an arrow that was like up at someone who was standing way up in the sky and see if it hits them kind of just at the peak of its little parabolic arc. There you go, it hits me for 4 hearts apparently. If it only hits them for like half a heart when the arrow is very slow, kind of at its peak of its little parabola as it's flying around. In any case, that was a piece of arrow physics that I had never thought to test since we had the new bow and different kind of arrow speeds, and so I want to try that out. Now that I have tried that out, I am going to suit back up in some armor, and yeah, then we're going to head back out adventuring. I'm also going to, yeah, grab some more food, consolidate some inventory that I have here. We have a couple of maps on me, and yeah, I'm going to go back to my main house and then talk about how I want to go about trying to find the stronghold. Okay, we are back at the main house, and I have some food cooking up over here. But in the meantime, okay, there was the other map. So here is where we are in the main house, and our spawn point is pretty near to the center of this map, and so presumably kind of like the 0 coordinate is kind of near the center of this map. Now at the very top of this map, kind of right over here, is where there was the first NPC village that now you see kind of over in this area. And then the stronghold that we found was kind of under where achievements is here, kind of around that little crook in the river. And so what that tells me is the first stronghold was about close to a full map's, so the top of the map is east, and so it was close to a full map's distance to the east, and then also a little bit to the north. And I have heard, I'm not sure if it's true or not, that the 3 strongholds that spawn in a 1.8 map form kind of an equilateral triangle around the origin. And so I think what that means is that if that was about there, then I think there should be a stronghold somewhere kind of around the bottom right corner of this map and around the bottom left corner of this map, but in both cases a little ways off, because just going to the corners isn't quite far enough. And so I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're basically going to pick one of those corners and just kind of set up a base and start doing some underground exploring around there and see if we manage to stumble across a stronghold. And in the meantime, we'll get a chance to do a little bit more kind of overworld exploration. And yeah, who knows what we'll find. And it'll be more opportunity to kill bad guys and different things. Oh, and then finally, there's one other important thing that I thought I ought to do, both because it's been a long time coming and because it will make this particular adventure, as well as any others that we might have, more exciting. And that is, I think it is finally time for Brian to start playing on hard. And so I'm switching the difficulty to hard, and from now on, Brian's Minecraft Exploration and Tactics Let's Play will be done in hard mode rather than normal difficulty. And so hopefully that will make things exciting as well. In any case, I just cooked up a bunch of food. I'm going to put some of the food away because I don't need to carry 34 pork chops, will be plenty. And apart from that, I think I have pretty good adventuring inventory. My swords last a long time. I'm not worried about my sword running out. I can go ahead and put away this map, map 3, that I'm not going to need anymore. And so I will go ahead and, whenever you have a map, I always think about it in the inventory screen, and for some reason it always gets me very confused. So I'm going to put that map away, and we may need to craft another map as we get over near the corner of this map, and so I should make sure that I have the materials to do that, which I do. And so I will bring those materials along. All right, and then, yeah, I imagine it's probably gotten to be nighttime. What's the time? Yes, it's nighttime right now, so I'm going to go ahead and sleep, and then when we are ready to head out adventuring, I will see you guys in the morning. All right, it is morning, and we are ready to set off on adventure. It's actually a little bit past morning, because I was doing some other errands around the house here, tending my little farm there, and also doing a little bit more inventory organizing. For those of you who may be relatively new subscribers to my channel, welcome. I know I picked up a number of new subscribers again when Kurt J. Mack had me, ooh, that's interesting, there was a cave sound under here, as a kind of guest person on his Farlands or Bust episode before he's gone away on vacation. He's on vacation this week. And so yeah, it was fun to be able to just kind of do a Skype phone call in and talk to him. And I hope he has a chance to kind of interview other Minecrafters as he goes walking on his charity walk to the Farlands. And right here, the block missing at the bottom of this tree is presumably as a result of an Enderman. I was walking around somewhere else earlier today, and I also saw a tree that had a missing bottom, or actually a missing middle piece. It was like this piece right here, and then there was a piece of wood like over on the ground over there. And so the Endermen are running amok, and there's a sheep here, and while I'm thinking of it, I am going to grab, I want to keep the map in my inventory, I will get these other tools ready to go, both to shear some sheep, hello sheep, as well as cut down some trees, because I could use a little bit more wood. And so we'll do a little bit of that as we're exploring. So in any case, yeah, I picked up some subscribers from Kurt, who obviously is, you know, really kind of like the next tier up in terms of like Minecraft subscribers on YouTube or whatever. I forget how many thousands of subscribers he has at this point. And so yeah, that was exciting. And then he also recently did my speed challenge that I posed, I guess it was last week, the fast start, where you try to get a full suit of iron armor and diamond tools in as fast as possible from a new world start. And yeah, he ended up actually like toasting my time too. I did it in like 36 minutes and he did it in like 24 minutes. And so that was pretty awesome. Let's see where I am on the map. Okay, I need to head kind of more this way. And so let's head over this way and see what we find. I've also lost track. Is this... It's been so long since I've played this Let's Play in this map. I think the Waterfall of Piggies is over here, because I think I recognize this crazy landscape formation. And so I had forgotten all about that until I just saw it. And that is one of my favorite pieces of overworld terrain that I visited on this map thus far. And it's been so long since I've been playing this Let's Play world, because I've been doing different speed challenges and talking about the race for the wool and analyzing that map and doing kind of other one-off things. Oh, and the Nightfall Seed, that I have been... Yes, I've been remiss with the Let's Play world, because I was thinking that 1.9 was going to come out and I was going to start a new world, but now that it seems like I'm going to be stuck here in 1.8 for a month or so, now is a good time to resume the Let's Play and all the good things that we already had going in this world. And so I'm going to try to get back up here this way, simply because I would like to see the vantage point from on top of this mountain to kind of remind me what this whole landscape looks like. And to see if I remember exactly where I am. Yes! Okay, great. So, for those of you who weren't here before, I visited this area a couple times, and each time I did, I do see a pig down here as well. There were a bunch of piggies kind of swimming around at this lake around these waterfalls, and so I named the area the Waterfall of Piggies, and I have a little sky bedroom. There's a little bed and crafting table and furnace and chests kind of over there. And we are near this corner of the map, but basically I need to head a bit more in this direction for a ways until I get off of this map, and then I'll craft a new map. Because I think that'll be about where I need to set up shop if I want to go looking for the next stronghold. And in the meantime, what time of day is it getting to be? It's still the middle of the day, so I'll continue traveling. And I do have the materials to make a bed, if and when the time comes, should I want to do that. And yeah, once again, there's a bunch of pigs around here. I don't think it's the case that, like, any particular biome, you know, is more likely to spawn pigs as opposed to cows or sheep, and so I think it's just been pure chance that there's always pigs around here. But the Waterfall of Piggies continues to deserve its name. And yes, and this was when we were first exploring the 1.8 map and I first came across this area. It was the first time I came into one of these pine tree forests that reminded me of the fact that 1.8 has no snow, because this is the type of area that in 1.7 and again in 1.9 would be a snow biome where there'd be snow on the ground, and Brian loves the snow and so I miss it. But that'll be yet another thing for me to look forward to when the next release of Minecraft finally comes out. The return of snow, not to mention a million new things. And yeah, so I continue to be excited about that. Alright, and the terrain here has become a little bit perilous to kind of cross. Ooh, coal! So one thing you may have noticed, if you have eagle eyes, and were keeping track of my inventory screen whenever I had it open, was that I was out of coal. I was actually reduced to making some charcoal, mostly because I've been remiss and I keep passing up coal whenever I go by it. And so this time I'm actually going to get some coal. Alright, and we're just about to go off the map. I noticed that I'm hungry, and so I'll go ahead and eat a pork chop. But yeah, basically I would like to go, I think, yeah, another couple hundred meters this way, and then I'll go ahead and craft a new map and kind of make that the center of the area that I want to start exploring for a stronghold, I think. And yeah, and we'll have to look for kind of cave system entries somewhere over in that direction as well. But I think I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, just run out a little bit of a new ways until I get to where I think will be a good location to set up Strap, and then I'll go ahead and bring you guys back in, and then we'll start our new exploration. See you guys in a short bit.